Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kobe. Welcome back to FloRc, and today we have the knife edge spin. So, first, before I start and show you guys what this is supposed to look like, how it's done, blah blah blah, whatever you guys will, I usually do. I just want to tell you that every single night I have a live stream at around 8:30 on Facebook Live. If you just friend me on Facebook at KOBE space Canton CANTIN, so Kobe Canton on Facebook. Come check it out. I do a lot of cool stuff, do some flights, so come check that out. But let me stop you right there. We got some work to do today, guys. The knife edge spin. So a little disclaimer before we start. I suck at tumbling figures. I'm very bad. But we're going to give it a try, okay? So this is what it should look like. Knife edge spin. And then usually you want to go into a flat spin. But you're like, Kobe, that looks so confusing. I can never do that. Well, today you're going to because I'm going to teach you. So, how are we going to want to get into a knife edge spin? There are so many ways to enter a knife edge spin that I'm just going to have to show you in slow motion. And as you guys saw, I'm using 100% physics, so I'm not like some other people that don't use 100% physics. You know, they use like 95 or 90 just to give a little more leeway, but your boy Kobe is real. Alright, so this is how I usually enter it. So we can be rolling, and then once we get to this point, I'll start putting in my rudder, my elevator, and then you switch the rudder to get into that flat spin at the bottom, okay? And if you have a really hardcore airplane, such as a Extreme Flight or any of the manufacturers that produce like real freestyle planes, you know, I'm not gonna name them all because there's a lot, and then if I don't name somebody, people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're biased." I'm not biased, but if you guys have like a really hardcore airplane, like an old 104 or a Sky, I said I wasn't gonna. Dang it, or an ARS or whatever, an Edge. They are all very, very aggressive in these tumbling figures. So you have to be careful, okay? Because the airplane has a lot of momentum, okay? So it's going to take a little more ground than you think to recover from it, okay? That's why a lot of people go into a knife edge or a inverted flat spin is because it's a way to kind of dissipate the energy that is created by such a violent maneuver. Okay, so now that that disclaimer is done, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So, like I showed you guys, if we want to do it to the left, and left is usually where you want to do it because of the way that the prop turns. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it a little bit aileron, start to put that down elevator in with the left rudder, and then it should start to flatten out, and then you reverse your rudder, and then that should put you into a flat spin. Okay, so let's review, shall we? Let's make this a little bigger. So we're going to put in the left aileron, then we're going to start to put in the down elevator, and then into the left rudder, and then usually for every plane it's not completely different, but it is different. Okay, so you're going to have to tweak how much aileron you put, how much elevator, maybe how much rudder, how much power. You know, there's a lot of things that go into making a knife edge spin, and you just have to tweak it to your airplane. So not every time you're like, Kobe, I'm doing your stick movements that you showed me. Some airplanes just take down elevator, left rudder. Some take like a lot of aileron, not a lot of elevator, a lot of rudder. It's all according to your plane, guys. Okay, so left, put in the elevator, start to get in that rudder, and then reverse the rudder once you're ready to go into the inverted flat spin. Okay, guys. So let's see how this is done in very fast or 100% speed. Okay, so just how you usually fly, nothing special. Okay, so realistic, no autopilot. So yeah, definitely not exposing myself. So this is what it should look like in real life, or however you want to say it. So we're gonna start left rudder and then put in that elevate. I told you at the beginning of the video that I'm useless in this kind of stuff. But let's try that again. So what did we do wrong there? Okay, I think we waited too long on the elevator and the rudder. Okay, so that's what. So we start to gain a little bit of momentum, and then we can get into it. You gotta add more left rudder into there, or left aileron. I'm sorry. So you saw why it flattened out was because I had too much elevator and not enough aileron. So maybe this airplane requires a lot more aileron, which it does. Okay, you see that? You see how I put a little more aileron and it fixed it? So the knife edge spin is just all about tweaking it to your airplane. Yeah, so again, this maneuver has a lot of energy, so you just have to be careful when you're learning this in real life. But that's why we have the simulators, right, guys? That's why, that's how we learn. We got that little reset button right here. Yep. So, again, and this is also really hard on your airplane, so if you don't have an airplane that you're comfortable with the structural integrity of it, I would not recommend this maneuver as I would a blender or other maneuvers of this sort. I would not recommend it. But if you guys just got a brand new smoking hot 120cc with that DA 120 with a Falcon 2711, more power to you. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to explain it as best as I can. So you guys can just go back and kind of look at what I do, maybe. And then practice it on the sim. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, which should be pretty cool. And don't forget my live streams, 8:30 Facebook Live, Kobe Canton. So thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.